Welcome back, students. This is the last part of international economic integration. In this, we are going to discuss European Union, Brexit, ASEAN, etc. Let us start with European Union and Brexit. The European Union, EU, is a group of 28 countries that operate as an economic and political union. It encompasses an estimated population of 513 million, covering 7.3% of world population. Now we will discuss about the history of EU. In 1951, the European Coal and Steel Community was established with 6 members: Belgium, West Germany, Luxembourg, France, Italy and Netherlands. In 1957, the 6 members signed the Treaty of Rome, creating European Economic Community (EEC) and the European Atomic Energy Community. The EEC members aim to remove trade barriers between them and form the common market. In 1967, the institutions of 3 European communities were merged to create a single commission, a single council minister and a European Parliament. In 1993, the Treaty of Maastricht was signed to create European Union and making way for monetary union. In 2002, a single currency, the euro, replaced the national currency of 12 member nations. In 2004, 10 more countries joined the union. In 2007, Bulgaria and Romania joined EU, taking the membership to 27 nations. Functioning. The EU has developed an integral single market through standardized system of laws that apply to all the member countries only in those matters their members have agreed to act as one union. The European Common Market is a single market which seeks to guarantee the free movement of goods, capital, services and labor within EU. The 4 freedoms of single market of EU. Free movement of goods. The EU is also a custom union. The member states have removed customs barriers between themselves and introduced common custom policy towards other countries. Member states are prohibited from levying custom duties on goods crossing its border with a fellow member state. Second, free movement of capital. As per the Treaty of Functioning the European Union, that is TFEU, all restrictions on the movement of capital between member states and between member states and third countries have been prohibited. Capital controls of various kinds are prohibited, including limits on buying currency, limits on buying company shares or financial assets. Capital within EU may be transferred in any amount from one country to another. Next, freedom to establish and provide services. The TFEU protects the freedom of establishment and freedom to provide services by business within EU. All people or entities of EU member nations have right to set up an enterprise without justified restrictions in the EU nations. There is a freedom to provide services under TFEU, applicable to people who provide services for remuneration, especially commercial or professional activity. Fourth, free movement of persons. Bringing about free movement of persons has been one of the important goals of European integration. EU citizens can move freely between member states for whatever reasons or to reside in any member state they choose, if they are not undue burden on social welfare system or public safety. The freedom enables citizens of one member state to travel another, to reside and to work there permanently or temporarily. Now we'll discuss about Brexit. Brexit is the shortened name given to Britain's exit from European Union. In June 2016, the United Kingdom carried out a referendum to decide whether UK should remain with EU or should leave it. The process of exiting EU began in UK on 29th March 2017, making the exact date of Brexit 29th of March 2019. The main reason why people of Britain voted to leave EU are: 1. Loss of sovereignty. Most voters who voted to leave EU felt that UK was losing its sovereignty as a member of EU. The country was unable to take decisions on its own as the EU regulatory bodies were dominating all the decisions making for the country. Second, immigration. As UK is a member of European Common Market, there is a free flow of people between members of EU. UK attracts large flow of immigrants from many EU as well as non-EU nations. This resulted in local jobs and business opportunities going to immigrants, causing unemployment of local youth. Next, economic opportunities. As a member of EU, UK could not make trade deals independently. By leaving EU, it is expected that UK will be able to enter in trade deals with other nations on its own, with focus of gaining maximum benefit to the country. EU contribution. As a member of EU, the UK makes an annual contribution to EU budget. The UK also receives funding from EU for various agricultural, social and economic development. The rebate received from EU reduces UK's contribution. Many people in UK feel that this contribution to EU can be used for other purposes. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. The ASEAN is a regional intergovernmental group of 7 Southeast Asian nations that promotes economic, political and security cooperation among its members. The ASEAN was established on 8th August 1967 in Bangkok, Thailand. Aims and purposes of ASEAN: to accelerate economic growth, social progress and cultural development in the region, to promote regional peace and stability, to promote collaboration and mutual assistance on matters of common interest, to provide assistance to each other in the form of training and research facilities, to collaborate more effectively for greater utilization of their industries and expansion of their trade, to maintain close beneficial cooperation with international and regional organizations. Principles: mutual respect for independent sovereignty, equality and national identity to all nations, the right of every nation to lead its national existence, settlement of differences by peaceful manner, non-interference in the internal affairs of one another, renunciation of threat or use of force, effective cooperation among themselves. Initiatives of ASEAN. The ASEAN Economic Community, AEC. The AEC was established in 2015. It aims to bring about economic integration to create a single market and single production base across Asian nations. This will make the region highly competitive in the world trade. Second, ASEAN financial integration. Under AEC blueprint, the ASEAN seeks to achieve well-integrated regional financial system with more liberalized capital movements and interlinked capital markets. The financial sector integration includes three strategic objectives, that is financial integration, financial inclusion and financial stability. Next, free trade agreements. Free trade initiative of ASEAN are brought about through the implementation of ASEAN trade in goods agreement and agreement on customs. There are several sector bodies that plan and execute free trade measures. Next, the Asian Banking Integration Framework. With the objective of achieving a single market and single production base, ASEAN also aims at banking integration. It has a deadline of 2020 to achieve this. Next, food security. After a food crisis in 2007 and 8, the ASEAN Summit of 2009 pledged to adopt and ensure food security as a permanent and high priority policy. Students, the question can be: explain the objectives and principles that form the basis of ASEAN. So here you have to give all those things: initiatives, principle, objectives and the introduction part. Then another question can be: explain the history and formation of EU, European Union. What are the four freedoms of EU single market? These four freedoms we discussed that you have to give. Okay, free movement of goods and free movement of capital, then freedom to establish, provide services and free movement of persons. So Brexit also, the in short note it can be asked. So the entire things are really very important. 3 or 4 questions can be covered over here, and here our second module is over. As I mentioned, in second module there are only 3 lessons and all the questions are important of every lesson. So you can't spare even a single point. All 3 lessons are very important. Thank you very much.